And we're off with another Friday Night Live, March, what are we, 8th, 2024. Hope everybody's doing amazing on this Friday night for some of us and this Saturday morning for others. We had another beautiful, gorgeous day. Sun shining after many weeks of lots of gray. Get the sunshine happening again. Put a smile on everybody's face. That sunshine always puts a smile on people's face. It's just awesome to have the sun shining. We get the giver of life, the sunshine. Just think about it. If we had no sunshine, what would happen on this planet? If the sunshine stopped shining, we'd all be doomed. So we give thanks to the Creator for the beautiful sun that brings life to everything. Just when you live in an area with the four seasons, everywhere has the four seasons, but the extreme four seasons, as we do in the Great White North, Canada, you can see the beauty of the transformation from in the spring when everything starts to bloom and bud and grow, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And then you have this summertime, everything's growing amazing, and then you have the fall when everything starts to die off slowly and the beautiful color of the leaves. And then you have the cold, brutal winters, which we missed this year by chance so far. Anyway, it's not over yet. Winter's not over until the 21st, but we may get some snow in April for all we know, or May or June or something. Something always it's always we always get some surprises, just like in the realm of fasting. There's always surprises when you're fasting, right? Because never, ever you're never gonna experience two fasts that'll be the same. Always gonna have new and exciting experiences and revelations and wonderful mirrors of truth that will be revealed. So we embrace that all, we jump for joy. We're getting our challenging times and their healing reactions. We embrace and we jump for joy. It's a very difficult place to be when we're going through it, but mentally we need to be in that strong place that we know that we have the faith. The Creator gave us a perfect working physical body, and the fasting state is the state where it will resolve everything, on only if we allow it and believe it and embrace it. The fasting state is the place to be. Don't believe it? That's okay. You don't have to. The truth is out there, and many people do not believe in the truth. They believe in fairy tale land. Look at what's been happening in the last several years. The fairy tale land is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now we have AI taking over, which is the fairy tale land of fiction. They're AI, artificial intelligence. They're telling you it's artificial. It's fairy tale land. And people are relying on this, and they will be relying on it more and more and more. It's a tool like everything else. A knife you can use to kill, or you can use to, make things and cut and this and that and whatever. It doesn't have to be used as a weapon. It can be used strictly as a tool. And AI, if it can be used for, not good things, and it can be used for doing good things. But it's a tool. It's not something that I would ever rely on as anything to do with facts. Anything that spews out of that thing, I've been playing with it. So much garbage. And I've called it out for this garbage. And it's just like, um, it's like playing with, the fiction world, because that's what it is. They give you answers that are wrong, and it is what it is. Do with it as you please, but do not ever rely on any answers that come from AI. Will it get better? Yeah, absolutely. Technology's always improved, but it's still the fiction world, the fairy tale land of, I call it the Luciferic intellect, Lucifer's playground, which keeps us entrapped in a fairy tale land of uh, immortality, right, in the physical body, and so on and so forth. Um, that's being uh, pushed more and more in the last several years. Um, I was kind of a victim to that, but there's just no way you're gonna live in this realm forever. You may be entrapped. That would be a better word. Entrapped. It can entrap your soul in the fiction world. I think that may be a possibility, and is where they are trying to take us, so they can have full control. So we need to be wise, and our wisdom comes from within, through soul, from source. It's the only place you're going to find wisdom. Nature is the other place you're going to find wisdom. But what's been happening? How with the nature in the last many decades? It's been bombarded, and they're trying to corrupt it in every way possible, building these massive cities that have nothing to do with peace, balance, correct conduct. So concrete jungles, as they call them. You look at a satellite picture, so-called satellite picture of a city, and you look at a picture of a cancer cell, they look identical. That should tell you a lot, right? Answers are always in plain sight. The truth can never be hidden from us. They can do things to deceive us and like put veils over the truth, so that through deception we miss it. That's how many of us have been living, right? In these times of deception, that we corrupt ourselves through deception, right? We're eating things that are not even foods, and so on and so forth, and completely obstructing our physical, mental, emotional bodies. And we're blind. We don't see the truth. It's right there, but we don't see it. We purge. We start living that purging through the art of subtraction, and that veil clears up. And you go, my goodness, how can I miss that before? It's right here. It's right here. And this is the beauty of the divine creator's creation. It's perfection. And what do we see? We see very little people have faith in the divine creator's perfection. Very little people. Even people who have invented and experienced tremendous transformations, they still lose their sight and faith. because of all the deception that we're being bombarded with on a continual basis, 24/7. 24/7, we're being bombarded with frequencies, chemtrails, and so on and so forth. Yeah, everything else. But hey, what do I know? Anybody out there? Any questions? Now's a great time. Tap into the realm of fasting, and the new understanding will be revealed. The new understanding is the understanding that's always been there, but it's new because we've been deceived to be able to see it. And voila, when it pops up, and wow. But the draw from the perception, because our memory bank holds everything, you can't delete anything permanently, can never be deleted. We can fall back in those traps of deception very easily. Memory can pull us back. Start hanging around with all the friends that um, we grew up with and whatever. Maybe we're in the best interest of peace, balance, correct conduct, and we get drawn back into that, and we fall off, and we forget about our experience, that marvelous experience we've had during our fasting times, and the veils get put back up, but now we have in our memory bank a fasting experience, which is always there. And those veils, depending on what choices we make, do we want to clear up the veils, or do we want to cover ourselves up with more veils so we numb ourselves more so we don't have to remember that wonderful, beautiful fasting experience? And I can't answer that for anybody else, and I can only answer for myself. It's interesting to have watched tens of thousands of people fasting over all these years, and to see mankind spiraling downwards, out of control, outwards and downwards, and away from the inner peace of the divine creator. And where we are today, and people muzzling themselves and getting these things in their arms, and limitless designer drugs, because the more prescriptions we're on, the more fashionable it is. It's a sad reality where we've brought ourselves to a point of no return, maybe. I don't know. I always have hope, but it's we're in very people would call it low vibration. I don't call it low vibration because we want to move into the lower tones. I don't even want to use the word vibration. If you want to use the word vibration, you can, but in the lower tones, the higher tones of Lucifer, false lights, the brighter false lights, Luciferic intellect will always deceive us. 440 music scale down, everything. Peace, balance, correct conduct, right? I have my wonderful 432 light on. This is just what this what we've experienced with this little light is just like eh, people will never ever be able to comprehend it. It's just like wow, wonderful times. How it brings harmony in people. Just to have that little light on. Because Divine 9432, the number of creation, is all about peace, balance, correct conduct. It's such a simple thing. The number of creation, 432, goes back to one, goes to our soul, starts over again, 432. This is how creation uh, manifests. Nobody has anything to say. The simplicity of living and loving it is a challenge for most of us. 'Cause life is complicated. Why would we want to simplify our lives when we can have all these complications and problems and challenges? Why would we want to simplify it? Mhm. Ask yourself, why would you want to simplify your life? Pleasures come and go. We can let them go easily. And then we get all drawn into the pain, misery, and suffering. And we hold on to those like our life depended on it. It does. And it does. We hold on to that stuff like nothing more. As we say in this realm, volition and emotion is creation itself. It's the seed of everything. It's how everything gets created and manifested. So volition, motion, emotion puts it in motion to create. Why do people get sick? There's some emotional challenges. 99.99999% of the time. It's not 100. If you work in a factory with all chemicals that are toxic, why did you go into that place? What drew us into that place? What made us go work in that place? So there's emotion attached to it. Oh no, it's the chemicals. Yeah, okay. Chemicals is the outcome. The disease, the chemicals, and then the disease are the outcomes. But what triggered us to go get that work? when there's infinite amount of things that we could do that don't have those chemicals in our work environment. Oh, there's chemicals everywhere now. That's another story. It's another story. Everybody doing all right? The world's going cuckoo right in front of our eyes. Brothers and sisters, morals, no morals. Shame, there's no shame. Happening right in front of our eyes. The world is watching. It's a test for all of us. Test. The facts of the matter of what I've experienced in the last few months has been very sad. But very sad state that mankind is in right now. What's going to snap us out of this? I don't know. I don't know. I pray to God that He gives us guidance, because mankind is going in the opposite direction of peace, balance, correct conduct at full speed ahead. Sad to say, but that's where we're heading. What's going to trigger the change? Only we can change it, right? Start with ourselves. It's the only thing we can do is start with ourselves. Make it happen. We are in control up to a point. We are in control of the physicality as much as we are allowed to be in control. And free will. What are we choosing, that way or that way? You know, some people want you to believe there's all kinds of ways. There's the peace, balance, correct conduct, and there's the other way. What other way is there? A fairy tale land world, as we were discussing. You know, it's interesting that we want to believe in fairy tales, right? We want to believe in them. This is a nice place to be. Because you can create anything you want in fairy tale land. But this reality is no difference if we move in peace, balance, correct conduct. All is open to us. We can create anything we want. When we move in the opposite direction, evil always makes mistake, as I say, always makes mistakes. It'll always be revealed. It cannot be on the path of peace, balance, correct conduct. Peace, balance, correct conduct is truth. Peace, balance, correct conduct is correct. Peace, balance, correct conduct is in line with the universal law. When you're doing anything evil, you're always going to screw up and you're going to get caught. Eventually, some will get caught sooner than others because the others may be smarter. But they always get caught. Look at what's happening in this country with the prime minister. My goodness gracious. One scandal after another scandal after another scandal. And it just keeps getting more and more and more revealed. And these people, no morals, above the law. Just interesting times. Interesting times. Anyway, if nobody's got any questions, we can call it a night. And we'll see you back in the Facebook group. All right. Or you can book some private time through the website, through the MFS website, if that's what you like to do. We'll send out big plaque to all the places in the world right now that need it the most. And may God help us. Good night, good day, good morning, wherever you are. Ciao.